Good evening and welcome to Meigs County as the Warriors are taking on the Vonore Blue Devils here in first round action of our district tournament. Scott McIntosh here. You're listening to RedskinRadio.com on a beautiful, muggy evening here in Meigs County, Tennessee. Caden Riding's on the hill tonight, and he's already put one out. And the batter offers at that one for strike one. Xavier Dills your batter. Dills the left fielder. Dills does put that one down on the ground. Fielded by Correa. Throw to first is on time for out number two. So 2 up, 2 down for the Warriors. Infielders for the Warriors are the starting lineup, the A1 starting lineup as they go back to what they started the season with Udi at third, Bethel at shortstop, and a big welcome back to Jaden Capshaw at second, Branson Black at first. That ball swung on, hit to Udi, fielded cleanly, throws over for out number 3. So quick and efficient for the Warriors as they put the Vonore Blue Devils down in order, and they'll get the bats going here in the bottom of the first inning. Hope you can see okay. This is the best I can do as we're up on the condemned deck that I've been allowed to get on up top here in Meigs County. Best seats in the house. Just hope it'll hold me. Scoreboard is on tonight, and it wasn't before, so that's a plus. Order for the Warriors tonight here in the first inning, you'll at least see Nolan Bethel batting first, Caden Riding second, Sebastian Correa will be third. After him will be Jaden Capshaw in the cleanup spot. Bryson Costner will bat fifth, Noah Eller sixth, Briar Udi seventh, Branson Black eighth, and Max Russell will be batting ninth as I'm getting swarmed by boring bees here. Once again, windy up here on deck. So if you see a wobble, just know it's the best I can do. I apologize. Once again, playoff action, district tournament, which in our baseball terms, Warrior baseball wise, it means the end. It's a single elimination tournament. The Warriors are the number 1 seed. Vonore the last seed this year. Don't know what their record is. However, on the hill tonight, who we did not see during the regular season, is Ryan Hall. Ryan Hall, number 1 pitcher for Vonore, as this is a do-or-die situation. You need to pitch your best, put it all out there in game 1, because there is no game 2 if you lose. At catcher for Vonore, Owen Caswell. First base, you'll have Gabe Williams. Second, Julian Hernandez. At third base, Roper Gudger. Center field, Josh Croft. On the edges, you've got Xavier Dills at left. You have got Adam Lawson at right. Tristan Tipton, shortstop. Ryan Hall, your pitcher. And again, Owen Caswell is your catcher. So Ryan Hall digs in for pitch number 1. The pitch is a little high for Nolan Bethel, who stands in. The leadoff batter for the Warriors. That ball in there for strike 1. 1-1 the count for Ryan Hall. Nolan Bethel, leadoff hitter. That pitch in there for strike 2. So Nolan Bethel has a 1-ball, 2 strike count. As Ryan Hall will pitch from the stretch. That ball swung on, fouled back. The count stays at 1-2. Pitch from Hall swung on. That's hit to the shortstop. Shortstop gets up off the ground, throws over. Not in time as Nolan Bethel On the hustle down the first baseline, beats out the throw from shortstop Tristan Tipton. And that'll bring up pitcher Caden Ridings. Ridings will bat with a runner on first as Nolan Bethel did his job. Bethel will get his lead off. And you got to think Bethel will be running. Hall throws over. Try to keep Nolan Bethel honest, cut that lead down just a touch. Owen Caswell is your catcher if we do have a throwdown, so we'll see if he can make it a close play. Bethel with his lead again. Riding stands in. Throw over. Excuse me, no throw over. Hall will just step off the mound. So Bethel has a lot of attention from Ryan Hall. Hall goes home. No run there from Nolan Bethel. One ball, no strikes. Squaring to bunt, but pulling it back as Bethel slides in easily to second base. So Bethel with the steal. The pitch was a ball. So the count is 2-0, and Bethel will take his lead off of second base. Lots of activity in the Vonore infield, leaving some huge gaps should Ridings hit one. But right now it's a 3-0 count. We'll see if Ridings decides to swing the bat. Bethel takes his lead. Ryan Hall's pitch over the plate for strike one. 3-1 the count. Once again, welcome everyone to Meigs County, Tennessee. As here in the bottom of the first, the Warriors bat, they put the Blue Devils down 1-2-3 in the top of the first. Pitcher Caden Ridings dealing, as he always does. Speaking of dealing, Ryan Hall dealing to Caden Ridings there, running this count full at 3-2. Pitch swung on, fouled off, into the mitt for strike number 3, and that'll be a strikeout for Caden Ridings. However, Nolan Bethel does take third. So Correa up. Last time Correa was here, he hit one about as far as you can see to left field. He'll try to duplicate that effort. And that ball swung on right over top of my head, if you could see that. So one down for the Warriors on the strikeout. Correa now with no balls, one strike. Bethel standing on third, representing the first run should Correa put it in play. That ball again right over top of my head, this time to the right side for strike number 2. Fouling balls off everywhere. So after we find some baseballs, the count is 0-2. A pitch from Ryan Hall. Up high. Ball back to the backstop. Bethel decides against running. Smart decision. You don't want any base running errors here in a do or die situation. Game time about 6:35 is when it started. And a swing and a miss for Sebastian Correa as the second and third batters go down swinging. And we'll welcome back to the lineup Jaden Capshaw, who has been out for a couple weeks, nursing a bad knee. He'll stand in with a big knee brace on his left knee. He got hit squarely in that knee. A bone bruise was the diagnosis. Breaking ball outside for ball number 1. So Hall fell behind 3-1 to Ridings, came back and got the strikeout. Stayed in front of Correa, got the strikeout. And we'll see what he can do against Jaden Capshaw with a man on third base and 2 outs. That ball swung on, popped up, just over shortstop. Going to be trouble potentially, but a run down by the left fielder, and that'll do it for the Warriors as they leave a runner on third, and they'll go down with no runs. So at the end of one, it's 0-0. Take this opportunity to say thank you to Chip Lynn for the opportunity he's given us, and Presley Millsaps, our student broadcaster, for what they've done. I want to thank principals Patrick Bethel, Marvin Fiesel for helping to engineer all of this. It's been fun doing this all year long. So at the end of this week, win or lose, we'll be done with our broadcasting. So the schedule from here for the Warriors, should they win, and we still got some work to do here, I believe we'll be playing Thursday evening, and then Friday would be the championship game for the last 2 teams that stay alive. But once again, work to be done before we begin to think about where we go from here. Previous game, Meigs County ran Tellico out 8-2. So Tellico's season is over. Meigs advances. They're in the Sweetwater side of the bracket. Sweetwater's the 2 seed. And I apologize, it escapes me who Sweetwater will play, but whoever Sweetwater plays, the winner of that game will meet Meigs in the semifinals. Final game will be played Friday evening, time to be announced. The place is going to be Philadelphia, Tennessee, so Warriors battling to see if they can play at home on Friday night. So Owen Caswell, the catcher, stands in, his first at bat of the evening. And that ball's in there for strike number 1, fastball. Caswell, Gudger, and Croft, the 3 batters. A breaking ball in there for strike number 2. Another breaking ball attempt, that time up. Ball number 1. Ridings to Owen Caswell here, the first batter of the second inning for the Vonore Blue Devils. That ball swung on, and there's out number 1. Number 9, Roper Gudger, third baseman, will stand in for his first attempt at Caden Ridings. Breaking ball to Gudger out on the inside. Called a ball. I believe that's the first batter that we've started the count with a ball. Make it 2 balls. The count runs to 2-0. Ball was low and inside. Apologies for the shadows that I see in our viewfinder here. That ball nub to the pitcher. He'll run over, throw it over to Ransom Black for out number 2. And into the batter's box will come the 6th batter, number 3, Josh Croft. He's the center fielder. And he is Vonore's hope to not go 6 up, 6 down to start this ball game. Warriors had 1 base runner in the first inning. Vonore none so far. Woo! Woo! Ridings. Velocity through the zone for strike number 1. Ridings again. A little low with the fastball for strike number 2. Excuse me, ball 1. 1-1 the count. 2 down. 0-0, top 2. Ridings an attempt at a breaking ball. Pulled a little bit outside. The 2-1 pitch from Ridings. That's a breaking ball that buckled the knees of Josh Croft. So if you heard Mr. Blue, it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. As Ridings looks to end the Blue Devils' hopes here in this inning. Well framed there by Correa. Ball outside. So Croft trying to be the first base runner. That ball swung on, tipped back, just barely missed by Correa. So we'll run it again. Pitch from Ridings. Breaking ball, buckles the legs again. Just a little inside, according to Mr. Blue. So the first base runner of the evening is Josh Croft for the Blue Devils. A good at bat for him. Gabe Williams, number 4, the first baseman, will bat 7th. And try to get a 2-out rally going for the Blue Devils. Pitch from Ridings outside, ball number 1. I want to welcome all our watchers and listeners to Meigs County as the Warriors are playing Vonore, the first round of the playoffs here. First batter that Ridings has fallen way behind to, as that's now 2-0. Josh Croft stands on first base. Gabe Williams at the plate with 2 outs. 2 balls, no strikes for Williams. Caden Ridings comes to the plate. That ball swung on, fouled straight back for strike 1. Williams right on that pitch. Just swung a little under it. Two and 1 the count. 2 balls, 1 strike. Croft takes a short lead, and he'll go this time. Ball swung on and missed. Throw down. Just a little high. As Bethel gets a glove on it. And Jaden Capshaw recovers it to keep the runner on second. 2-2 the count. And Ridings another 2-strike pitch to end the threat for the Vonore Blue Devils. There's the pitch. And that'll do it. Another strikeout for Caden Ridings. Vonore leaves 1 batter on second base. Score is 0-0 as we travel with you to the bottom of the second inning. Once again, you are watching and listening to RedskinRadio.com. It's my honor to bring the games to you here as we're on the road. It's been a great opportunity to watch these young men on this Warriors team. Fun group to be around. This game about 21 minutes old now. Again, limit of 1 hour, 30 minutes. A lot of time left. Ryan Hall will stay in as pitcher. Again, Hall tabbed as Vonore's best pitcher by far. Excellent athlete. Really good basketball player as well as Ryan Hall. So the hitters will be Bryson Costner, Noah Eller, and Briar Udi, trying to get something going for the Warriors. .275 all around this ballpark here in Meigs County, so anything that's hit hard is going to get dangerously close to that fence, especially with the wind blowing like it is. Not as gusty as it was last time we were here, but essentially blowing straight out to center field. So you got to think we've got the advantage there. But Ryan Hall's not going to allow you to get into one unless you really do a good job. Bryson Costner watches ball number 1 as we start the bottom of the second. Big crowd here as Meigs County and their team is stuck around to watch. That ball popped up, Ryan Hall underneath it, and he'll make the easy put out of Bryson Costner. And up comes Noah Eller. Left-handed Noah Eller. Again, watches ball number 1 from Ryan Hall. The second left-hander that Ryan Hall's faced, with Capshaw back in the lineup. That ball upstairs. Two 2-0 the count to Noah Eller. Ball swung on, straight back into my face. That'll run the count to 2-1. Ball in the dirt. 2-1 the count to Noah Eller. 8th grader, Fort Loudon Middle School. And that ball swung on and missed on a really nice fastball from Ryan Hall. The pitch from Hall. It's in there. Noah Eller's looking for out number 2. And up comes Briar Udi. Briar Udi, 5th grader, Philadelphia School. That ball swung on, fouled back. Straight over top of my head again. Udi bats 7th in the order, wears number 5, plays 3rd base. I apologize, 25 is his number. Udi watches strike number 2, breaking ball in the outside corner. Excellent pitch from Ryan Hall. 0-2. 0-0 the score here in the bottom of the second inning. That ball outside. Count is now 1-2. A pitch to Udi. Up and in. Runs the count 2-2. Udi looking to do something to get the Warriors going here with Branson Black standing on deck should Udi reach. That ball swung on. He won't reach, as that's another strikeout. And Ryan Hall makes it look easy as the Warriors go down 1-2-3. And And we're going to go to the third inning just like that. Julian Hernandez, Adam Lawson, and then we'll turn the order back up again to Tristan Tipton. So 8, 9, and 1 will be the batters. Again, an unbelievably beautiful evening here in Meigs County, Tennessee. Light breeze blowing straight out to center field. Field held up well. Don't know how much water they got here in Meigs County, but it surely doesn't look near as much as what we got at home. Outstanding that we're getting to play some ball tonight and get this tournament started. Caden Ridings in his third inning of work. And if this game continues like this, we're easily going to get to the sixth inning. Game started a little bit early this evening, so you listeners and viewers who have just tuned in, we have reached the top of the third, and the number 1 seed Warriors in a fight with Vonore as this score is 0-0. Two really good pitchers with Ridings for the Warriors, Ryan Hall for the Blue Devils. Again, Warriors saw the Blue Devils twice and never saw Ryan Hall once, so it's a different ball game when you got a really good pitcher. Ooh, first questionable call that I've seen by Mr. Blue. That ball was really nice. Nonetheless, ball 1. That ball swung on and missed for strike 1. Julian Hernandez. Hernandez, the second baseman, as the wind begins to pick up. Pitch to Hernandez, swung on. The Ridings will try to reach it. He does. Drops it over to Branson Black. And there's number 1 out right there. Two extremely efficient pitchers right now. And we have reached the bottom of the order finally with Adam Lawson, number 42. He's your right fielder. Lawson keeps the bat up against his chest and just kind of pokes at it. Looks like with Lawson, really all you need to do is pitch some strikes, but he may surprise me. And that ball swung on a little harder late. Strike number 2 on the foul ball down the first base line. Pitch number 3 to Lawson is ball number 1. 0-0 your score. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs for the Warriors here in the top of the third inning. And that ball swung on. He drops the strike. He'll have to throw down, and that's in time. I apologize. I thought we had 2 down already. That's the second out. And we get back up to the top of the order. Tristan Tipton, who flied out to first base his first time up. Nobody on base for the Vonore Blue Devils with 2 down. That ball swung on, yanked down the third baseline, foul. Leadoff hitter Tristan Tipton. Pitches. 34 pitches so far here through 3 2/3. Woo! Batter totally gave up on it. That ball looked like it came over the plate. It's hard to tell. I'm up a little high here. Pitch from Ridings. Oh. Sheesh. 2 balls, 1 strike. That ball hit through Udi. Max Russell fields it. He'll throw it in to Nolan Bethel. And that'll be a base hit under the glove of Udi. So up comes Xavier Dills. Dills plays left field. Second runner of the evening on the bag on first base for the Blue Devils. Leadoff hitter, so you probably got some speed there in Tristan Tipton. Tipton dives back on the step off the bag. Dill's thrown out on a bunt last time up, and he squares again. Pulls back. That'll be a ball. One ball, no strikes. Offering at the bunt that time and missing is Xavier Dills for strike number one. 1-1 the count, 2 down. Tristan Tipton, the leadoff hitter and shortstop, stands on first base, getting his lead. Totally confused the batter there with a breaking ball for a strike. 1-2. And that ball swung on, fouled off down the first base foul line. The count will stay at 1-2. Ridings blew a fastball down the middle that time. Ball swung on again, and it would have hit me squarely in the face had there been no fence there. Count stays at 1-2, 2 outs. Top of the third inning for the Blue Devils. Throw over from Ridings, not in time, just trying to keep Tristan Tipton honest. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 down for Xavier Dills. That ball swung on, and that'll do it. As first base was occupied. First base was occupied. There shouldn't have been a play at first anyway. After some confirmation there, that wouldn't have been that was a strikeout. Without they didn't need the throw down. First base occupied. Doesn't matter what it was. It's 0-0 as Ridings efficiently takes the Warriors through 3 innings. And he has had 2 base runners during those 3 innings as he's gone through the batting order once and then 2 more hitters. The Warriors will finish up their batting order with Black and Russell. Branson Black will lead off, Max Russell, and then back to the front with Nolan Bethel. Zero. First time I can remember that the Warriors have been blanked in 2 innings in a long time, especially the first 2 innings. Hall coming into this inning, 30 pitches so far. Ridings is probably just north of 40 at this point, through 3. Hall just through 2 at 30. Both of them very efficient right now. And Branson Black looking to get the Warriors started with a leadoff base hit here. This game about 7 minutes old. So we're looking at a complete game unless things change dramatically. So here we go in the bottom of the third. Ryan Hall on the mound once again. Branson Black, the batter, he swings through an off-speed pitch for strike one. That ball swung on for strike two. 0-2 the count, just that quick for Ryan Hall pitching to Branson Black. The pitch to Black, off speed, he puts it in play. Easy bounce to the shortstop. Ball bobbled by the first baseman, picked up just in time as Black doesn't quite make it. And that'll be one out. Max Russell will stand in as the 8th batter in the order. 9th batter in the order. For the Warriors, on deck, Nolan Bethel. So Ryan Hall will now work to Max Russell. First pitch strike. Russell has been hot of late. And he'd like nothing more than to get something started for the Warriors. Swings through that one, 0-2, just that quick for Ryan Hall. Ryan Hall to Russell. That ball way outside and short for ball number one. Max Russell, 8th grader, Fort Loudon Middle School, steps in against Ryan Hall. And that's going to be strike three looking. And the Vonore team runs off with 2 outs. Sorry, boys, got to face Nolan now. So it's time to step up for these Warriors. Nolan Bethel is the only base runner so far for the Warriors as he got on with a single to the shortstop last time up. The ball almost hits him in the head as he ducks into it. Inside for ball one. Pitch from Hall. Swung on. That ball fouled up. And it'll get out of play. Almost up to me. So 1 ball, 1 strike as everything gets cleaned back up. And everybody catches their breath as that ball was caroming everywhere. And Bethel stands in against the hot Ryan Hall. That's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch from Hall. Swung on. That's blasted. That's going to be close. It's back. Gone to straightaway center field. Nolan Bethel with a blast into the trees over the fence in center field. Bethel slaps the hand of his third base coach Costner and strolls in with run number 1 for the Warriors. That's a home run anywhere you go, and I don't care how high the wind's blowing. A crushed ball. And just when you thought you were done, here comes Caden Ridings to follow Nolan Bethel. And nothing like seeing something like that to get you going and get this team heated up. So Ridings, who struck out the first time up, comes up swinging. And missing. No balls, 1 strike to start Ridings. Ryan Hall the pitch. That ball swung on. Back. Will it get out? No. Up against the fence. The left fielder, Xavier Dills, comes up with it for out number 3. And oh boy, how close that was. Standing up against the fence and making the catch. Don't necessarily think he robbed one, but that would have definitely hit the fence if not gone over. So in the bottom of the third, the Warriors get one from Nolan Bethel, as he has been represented the only 2 hits for the Warriors so far. 1 single and 1 out of the ballpark. And speaking of Mr. Bethel, we're going to have a new pitcher. And it'll be the home run hitter, Nolan Bethel. So the velocity will be ramped up. Well, we'll just hope to see some velocity combined with accuracy. Last time Bethel pitched, extremely efficient. He'll hope to continue that as he pitches in relief here. Obviously, coach looking to save Caden Riding's arm, so looks like he'll go multi-platoon tonight, making sure that nobody pitches to their limit. Wind picking up here in the top of the 4th inning. This game about halfway over with in both innings and time. Ryan Hall, the big hitting pitcher, will face Nolan Bethel. And that ball put in play, just fouled on the third baseline. -1 pitch. Hall with an extremely good outing on the mound, looking to do himself a favor by getting on here in the top of the 4th. He grounded out to third base last time up. That ball in there for strike number 2. First time through the order that they've seen Bethel. That ball swung on, hit to short. Fielded cleanly by Ridings. The throw over in time to get Ryan Hall. So 6-3 the put out. Ridings to Black. Owen Caswell will be the next batter up. He's the catcher. As Bethel retires his first batter of the day that he sees. A little low, says the umpire, for ball 1. Owen Caswell, Blue Devil catcher. That one straight in there. Fastball from Nolan Bethel. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. That ball low and outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Breaking ball, fouled back over the right side for strike number 2. 2-2 the count to Owen Caswell. That ball swung on, strike 3. Caswell goes down swinging. 2 down for the Warriors. And that'll bring up number 9, third baseman Roper Gudger. Inside to Gudger. Once again, you get the coach hollering out, "Where are you going?" as an 80-mile-an-hour fastball comes at your shins. Ball 2, a little low from Bethel. And we'll get a mound visit from Coach Costner. Owen Caswell, who grounded out to the pitcher last time up, swings at strike number 1. 2 balls, 1 strike, the count. Three and 1 on the low ball to number 9, Roper Gudger. That's going to be ball 4. And Gudger will take a bag on the walk. Josh Croft now enters the batter's box. He's the center fielder. Wears number 3. So Gudger gets his lead. Bethel pitches with 2 outs. Low and out. Bethel looks like he's reaching back and throwing hard.
Raise your sight just a little. Stay down.
Just a touch outside with that breaking ball. 2 balls,
Don't give up on it.
no strikes. Josh Croft with the 2-0 count. He swings at that one and misses. 2-1. That ball in the inside corner. 2-2, 2 outs. Deuce is wild here for Nolan Bethel. To number 3, Josh Croft, looking to finish out Blue Devils in this inning. And that'll do it. 3 down as a backwards K delivered from Nolan Bethel to Josh Croft. Blue Devils leave 1 on. And the Warriors will come up in their half of the 4th, up 1-0. And we'll be looking at Correa, Capshaw, and Costner. The Killer C's coming up to bat. Appreciate everybody watching and listening this evening. From breezy Meigs County, we're just happy we got to play tonight. Great job by the Meigs County Middle School field maintenance as they have this field ready to go. I'm sure they got a lot of rain just like we did. In game number 1 tonight, Meigs County ended Tellico's season 8-2. They will take on Sweetwater and whoever they play. That game will be tomorrow. I don't have a bracket with me, apologies. Single elimination here in this tournament. As if you don't come through, you go home and you turn your gear in. And these 8th graders, correction, none of these Warriors want to do that. Correa, Capshaw, Costner, your batters that you will see in the top of the 4th inning. as the Warriors look to extend their lead that now stands at 1-0. A pitcher's duel. Off-speed pitch from Ryan Hall, who's gone the distance. Ball 1. The last two Philadelphia batters one's gone over and one's gone to the fence, and that one's going to be popped up infield. Camps underneath it. First baseman calls it, and he'll put Correa out for the second time on the day. And here's Capshaw. And the left-hander went opposite field to left field last time on a good play by the left fielder, Dills, to put him out. That ball in the dirt. Again, the Warriors bat in the bottom of the 4th. 1 out, leading 1-0. Caden Ridings led the game off at pitcher. Went 2 innings. And then Nolan Bethel took over. And he's gone 1. 2 balls, no strikes. Ryan Hall for the Blue Devils has gone the distance for them. That ball inside for ball 3. Getting on right now against the Blue Devils is an excellent job. Capshaw looks at the 3-1 pitch for a strike. Again, swinging. Count running full, 3-2. And Hall has caught up to even the count, 3-2. That ball up high. And there goes Jaden Capshaw down to first base. 1 down. So a pinch runner will come in for Jaden Capshaw. Nolan Bassett will take over on first to run for Capshaw. Bryson Coster has proven himself to be an excellent bunter this season. We'll see if he'll lay one down. Hall goes over to first base to keep Nolan Bethel there. Nolan Bassett, not Bethel. Nolan Bassett on first base takes a big lead. That ball bunted. Foul ball. Strike 1. Hall bluffs Bassett back. Bassett takes another lead. Watch that back foot as Bassett's leaning towards second. Pitch to the plate. Bunted foul again. So that's strike number 2. And we'll see if Coach Costner has the guts to call for another bunt for his son. Does not. He'll strike him out. Will we throw him out? No. Bassett will get there safely. So 2 down. There's Noah Eller. Struck out last time. I believe struck out looking. Stand in to try to make amends for that. Fast runner at second. So anything through that's deep could score a run. Big lead for Nolan Bassett. Breaking ball high. 1 ball, no strikes. Regardless of what you do as a Warrior, you want to make Ryan Hall work. And ball off the plate for ball number 2. And you're going to get a visit from the coach to make sure Hall's okay. Certainly will not be taking him out right now, as he's still got to believe a whole lot better than the next guy, as he's an outstanding pitcher. Pitch to Eller, swung on. It's going to be fouled back over my head. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Big spot for the Warriors as they have a runner in scoring position. That Nolan Bassett, who's a pinch runner for Jaden Capshaw, who reached on a walk. Everything difficult for the Warriors against Ryan Hall tonight. All with the pitch, and it's in there for a strike. Now we've got 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Nolan Bassett at second. Noah Eller. And he'll reach on another walk. So 2 runners on now, as Briar Udi will step in. Two down. Runners on first and second for the Warriors. Be going on contact. That ball swung on, fouled back. Udi, who struck out first time up, trying to provide an RBI. The runners will go. And Bassett's in there. You're going to have a play at the plate as he tries to come home. And he'll be safe. And that's run number 2. And Eller reaches third. An excellent, excellent piece of coaching there as we're running. You got to be perfect. And the Blue Devils weren't. When it works, it's amazing. When it doesn't, well, you go back and try again. That time it worked. 2-0 with 2 outs. Udi now with the 2-1 count. 2 balls, 1 strike. as the Warriors manufacture one. Nolan Bassett, the pinch runner, sliding home for the second run on a double steal. Two and one to count. Pitch from Ryan Hall, make it 3-1. And we finally got into Ryan just a little bit. That sucker has played so well tonight at the pitch on the pitcher's mound. Briar Udi faces the big 8th grade arm. And that's on the outside of the outside of the outside corner for strike 2. 2-2 the count as the wind picks up. That ball watched as it crosses the plate for out number 3, Briar Udi with the K, but not before the men in purple strike again for a manufactured run on a double steal. Throw down not there. A little late as Bassett stole third. Ball got away from the third baseman. He came home. Close play at the plate, not there. And that is how you manufacture a run with speed, as Bassett took over and did a great job running. We'll take a quick break here. You're listening to Warrior Baseball, playoff baseball, on RedskinRadio.com. We are through 4 innings as we reach the top of the 5th. A goose egg on the board for Warrior pitchers. Nolan Bethel will be your pitcher, and he may face a pinch hitter as Gabe Williams is replaced. And Christian Chambers will replace him. So a pinch hitter coming in to face Nolan Bethel in his second inning of work. Top of 5, 2-0 Warriors. Home run by Bethel, solo home run, and then the manufactured run on the steal of home by Nolan Bassett. So 2 Nolans on the board for the Warriors. This Nolan starts his count 2-0, 2 balls, no strikes, to the pinch hitter Chambers. That ball swung on, foul tipped. Directly into the face of Sebastian Correa, and we will see if he's okay. just grazed the bat, and that hit Correa flush in the face. I'm sure you heard that impact clearly through my microphone, and believe me, I don't have a nice microphone. And we'll see how Correa responds. Bethel comes back with the fastball straight down the gut for strike 2. So Chambers watches 2 strikes after he watches 2 balls. And we're at 2-2. This game now about an hour and 10 minutes old. And that's strike 3. 3 straight pitches for strikes. And the pinch hitter Chambers goes down on strikes. Julian Hernandez, number 7, the second baseman, will stand in and watch the first pitch strike. You got to believe these guys don't see this kind of velocity on a daily basis. Oh, gracious. That was a good pitch. Called a ball. I think it's called a ball because we dropped it, but my goodness, that was right down the middle. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Inside corner for Bethel as Julian Hernandez looks at strike number 2. That ball, just a defensive swing, fouled off. Hernandez stays alive. Ball swung on. Correa applies the tag, and we continue with two outs. Correa recovering well from the ball in the face just a second ago. That'll bring up the last batter in the order, Adam Lawson, who struck out last time. Strike out the theme of the day here in Meigs County. And there's one. That ball hit him, so he hits the last batter in the order. Lawson did a great job to just stand in there and take that. And that'll bring up Tristan Tipton, who reached base last time, as the wind has picked up, as you can hear. No, gusty. Big gust there. Tristan Tipton, the leadoff batter. As Adam Lawson takes his lead, that called a strike, the throw down, and he's dead meat. Lawson, throw down. Good night, Mr. Lawson. Good night, Mr. Lawson. 2-0 as we run this thing to the bottom of the 5th inning. Vonore coach not happy with something that he saw as the Warriors ran off the field. Not sure what he saw there, didn't catch it. Branson Black will lead off for the Warriors. He'll be followed by Max Russell, and then it's back to Bethel. Ryan Hall stays on the mound as he's pitched 4 full. And he's done it well, believe me. Game about an hour and 15 minutes old. So here we go, bottom of the 5th. Branson Black looks at strike 1. Max Russell standing on deck. He also looked at that strike, but it was Branson Black's at bat. Count 0-1. Ball outside, counts 1-1. 2-0 from Meigs County Middle School. Vonore Blue Devils facing the Warriors. Another ball there by Ryan Hall. 2-1 the count. That ball swung on and caught in the air by the shortstop for out number 1. Tristan Tipton with an excellent play. Caught it in the palm of the glove, and I think that maybe hurt him in touch. Ryan Hall on his 71st pitch, and that pitch will be to Max Russell, and that pitch will be a strike. One down for Max Russell, 1 strike. Off-speed pitch for strike 2. That's strike 3. 3 pitches. Once again, Ryan Hall walks off after 2. I'd tell you what this guy did last time up, but I don't think you need to know. They're still looking for it out there in center field. He had a solo home run to make it 1-0. Nolan Bethel bats with 2 strikes, and he'll look at strike number 1. Ryan Hall dealing here in the 5th inning. That ball in the low and away for ball number 1. Breaking ball looked good. Not sure where it was at. He called a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Fastball for strike number 2, 2-2. Looks like Bethel may have been looking for a breaking ball there. Catcher up high. That ball swung on. It's up. Don't think it's got the distance. Center fielder coming in hard, and that ball's going to drop. Neither infielder took a step back, as I think they thought that it was going to be a lot further than it was, and it was barely into the grass. So that's going to fall for a base hit, but so the line drive to the fence that was caught by Xavier Dills last time by Caden Ridings. Struck out the first time up. He's 0 for 2, and he's looking to continue this inning. You've got to believe that 3 runs would be disastrous for the Blue Devils, as they will come up with the last gasp effort with 1 more out. That ball swung on. It's going to be popped up. It's going to stay in foul territory. Third baseman doesn't get underneath it and gives Caden Ridings new life, and that could be dangerous. Nolan Bethel stands on first base, 2 down. Caden Ridings up. Sebastian Correa on deck. Should Ridings get on? Bethel goes back to first on the throw over. Easily in there safely. Runner goes, ball hit, and it's going to be a base hit. Bethel's on the move. He's going to go for third. Ball not thrown to third, thrown to shortstop, and that'll cost them. As now they're going to have runners on first and third, and after the first pitch, you're going to have runners on second and third, and you're going to have a power hitter up who's looking for something to drive. I already got the watch the first pitch sign from coach. And Ridings will advance to second, barring an excellent play from Ryan, or a good pickoff move. Ryan Hall, that is, the pitcher. 2-0, 2 down for the 0-2 Correa. Strikeout and a pop-out so far today. Big lead for Ridings. Step to third, you got to throw to third, right? So if you saw that, I'm not sure if you did, if you step to third, you've got to throw to third. That's going to be a balk, and that's going to cost them a run if it's called correctly. Pitcher clearly stepped to third. If you step towards third, you've got to throw to third or it's a balk. So they're going to claim they didn't see anything. And here we go. So Sebastian Correa. There goes Ridings. Ball low. And now a base hit's going to score 2 and essentially put this game to bed. Right back at Hall. So he does his own work. And they'll get a chance at the 6th inning. Warriors go down quietly, and we're going to travel to the top of the 6th. Warriors are up 2-0. So Bethel will stand on the bump to try to finish off the Blue Devils.
What could have caused him to not call that ball? I'm not sure why he faked over there anyway.
So we'll see if the Blue Devil bats can come alive here against pitcher Nolan Bethel. And Tristan Tipton, who was standing in the box to end the inning on the throwout of the attempted steal, will come back up with a fresh count, and that ball up and in for ball one. Top of the sixth, last chance for the Blue Devils here this evening. Oh. That ball, a beautiful pitch, called a ball. Two balls, no strikes to Tristan Tipton. Nolan Bethel all over the plate. Nothing called in those three pitches. Tipton squares to bunt. And four pitches that looked really good, all called balls. So Tristan Tipton reaches base for his second time today, and Xavier Dills will come to the plate representing the tying run. Tipton gets his lead, and that pitch that's more outside than the four pitches were before is called a strike. Interesting. Excellent nonetheless. No balls, one strike for Xavier Dills. A throw over from Bethel. Tristan Tipton safe at first. Number 21, Xavier Dills, a left fielder. No balls, one strike. Outside and low for ball number one. Dills will square to bunt, pull back, ball number two. So that an outside ball, two balls, one strike. That one called low, 3-1 to count. Let's see if Bethel can dial it in here. Bethel throws right at Dills, and that'll put the second runner on base for the Vonore Blue Devils, with pitcher Ryan Hall coming to the plate. So we've got a visit to the mound by the coach and the entire infield, as this by far the biggest threat of the evening. We have leadoff hitter in the lineup, second batter in the lineup, Tristan Tipton, Xavier Dills, both on base with, you got to believe, the best hitter, Ryan Hall, up to bat, wind blowing out. What you'd like to see here is a shot over to Briar Udi, step on first, get that lead runner. So it's Bethel and Hall. Ball low. One ball, no strikes, no outs. There's a strike. Hall doesn't like it. Close pitch. That ball outside, well played by Correa to keep it in. 2 balls, 1 strike. Pitchers of record. Olin Bethel, Ryan Hall facing off. That's got to be a strike. The count will run to 3-1 on an excellent pitch. One of the best pitches he's thrown, called a ball. We'll see if Nolan Bethel can make it work. Got to remember, you're still up 2-0. All you need is a couple outs. It starts right here. 36, Owen Caswell, cleanup hitter. With the first 3 batters in the order on the bags. Warriors up 2-0. No outs. Owen Caswell, the catcher, stands in. No balls, 1 strike. Caswell has struck out twice this evening. The Warriors would love nothing more than to have that be a 3rd time. Goodness gracious. Another excellent pitch by Bethel. And I don't know where that was. It's hard from it looked perfect. Nonetheless, called a ball. I'm standing right over top of the plate. Two straight balls for Bethel. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bases loaded, no outs for the Blue Devils that are down 2-0. And that's a strike on the inside corner. A run to count to 2-2. First time we've had 2 strikes on a batter in this inning. So strike 3, called a ball. Again. No place to put the Blue Devils, so Bethel needs to dial up a strike here. Thank you! Bethel strikes out Owen Caswell for the 3rd time on the day. That'll bring up Roper Gudger. I believe Gudger reached on a walk last time. Can't do that again. 1 down. Bases loaded. Strike 1. Maybe that's all Mr. Bethel needed to get things going from the pitcher's mound. Okay. So the count at 1-1. It's Warriors still 2-0, but the bases are loaded with Blue Devils. And one out. Roper Gudger looks at another ball. That's 2 balls, 1 strike. That ball well outside. That ball swung on, fouled down into the ground for strike number 2. Gotta believe that this is a crucial pitch right here. An excellent pitch, just a touch low. Called a ball. And we'll run the count to 3-2. And Gudger will look at a 3-2 count with the bases loaded. And that'll walk in a run as Gudger gets an RBI walk. Tristan Tipton crosses the plate for run number 1. Josh Croft up to bat. Strike 1 to Croft. Strike 2 to Croft. Pitch in the dirt by Bethel. Good 0-2 pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Croft hit, and this game is tied up. 2-2. And that'll bring up number 4, Gabe Williams. So the Blue Devils tie it up here without a hit. First ball in the dirt for ball 1. That ball swung on. Good pitch. Strike 1. 1-1 to count. 1 down. As the Blue Devils have done their work, had some good at-bats, and found a way to score 2 runs. And there's a strike. One and two the count. Defensive swing fought off. 1-2 the count. Again, 1 out here. 2-2 your score. Some of the Blue Devil faithful are already packing their bags. And this is not even close to done yet. Ball low in the dirt for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And everyone around here has snapped to attention to see what's going on here as the Warriors are in jeopardy. And he'll look at strike 3 for 2 outs. And that'll bring up Julian Hernandez. As the Blue Devils have almost batted around. Again, the bases are loaded with 2 outs. The Blue Devils have scored 2 with not any hits. And there's strike 1. Strike two. Oh, 2 count for Bethel. Strike three, and we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. We will go to the bottom of the 6th here as the Vonore Blue Devils score 2 but leave 3 on. Bethel finally dials it in, gets the 3 outs that he needed. And we will bat in the home half of the 6th against Ryan Hall, who has gone the distance with 84 pitches on the evening.
Just over. This iPad is at 1:38, and we started it after the game started. What can he have?
So Jaden Capshaw, who walked and flied out, 0 for 1 on the evening. His walk turned into one of the runs, the second run, as he was replaced on the base paths by Nolan Bassett, who manufactured a run on a double steal. Capshaw stands in and looks at ball number 1. It's Capshaw, Costner, and Eller, your 3 batters. That ball swung on, and that's going to be a base hit, as Capshaw will reach on a big hit by the left-handed 8th grader. And we'll see if he's replaced. So Ryan Hall, who has gone the distance, is now replaced on the mound by number 24, Tristan Tipton. So essentially all they'll do is switch places. Hall, who must have reached his pitch limit, and I'm assuming it's 85. He had 83 coming into the inning. And the last one he threw may have been the most important one, as Jaden Capshaw deposited it in line drive fashion into right field. So Tristan Tipton warming up. He'll face Bryson Costner, who's 0 for 2. Pop out and a strikeout. Question, will Jaden Capshaw be replaced on the base paths by Nolan Bassett? And it does not look like he will. Capshaw hampered by a bad knee, but needs to be able to run in this situation. He represents the winning run. I'm on 5% battery. 5. iPad. I guess there's nothing you can do. I'm gonna hate it if we walk something off here. Costner squares the bunt, gets it down. Costner will not reach first base, but Capshaw will safely reach second. So Costner does his job. 1 down. Noah Eller. I was going to say, why aren't we running for him? Gosh, you can barely run. Why wouldn't you go with him? Can Bassett run again? Dang, why would they? So Capshaw replaced by Kelch on the base paths. Pitch a ball to Noah Eller. I've got to apologize. We are running on 3% battery on the iPad. If I go down, I'm so sorry. There's no plug-ins here at all. Eller swings through. One ball, 1 strike. Make it 1 ball, 2 strikes as Eller cannot execute the bunt. So Eller will stand in from the left side. That ball swung on, back to the pitcher. He can't find it. He throws over in time for the second out. Just barely in time. As Eller advances the runner, though. And Kelch stands on third. Two down with Briar Udi up to bat, and the base hit will advance these Warriors into the next round. I'm going to try my best to stream this on my phone should the iPad go down, so stay with me if we go offline. I'll just have to hold it in my hand. That ball upstairs for ball 2. I'm thinking anything other than a base hit here and our battery is going to go dead. 2 down for Briar Udi. That ball swung on for strike number 1. Hey, if it goes down, I can stream on this, right? I'm getting ready to. Swung on. It gets through. And he's there, and that'll do it. The Warriors win on an error by the second baseman, that poor guy. Nonetheless, Warriors go down as a run scored, and that'll do it in walk-off fashion as the ball popped up to the second baseman, couldn't handle it. You got to hate that for that kid, but the Warriors will advance, survive and advance, and that's what you do in playoff baseball. And so I'm not going to waste much time because we're about to be out of it here with our battery as the Warriors get the toughest test of the season from the Vonore Blue Devils as their season will come to a close. The Warriors will advance on, and so will we to our next round. It's pretty simple. A solo home run, a manufactured run by Nolan Bassett off the Jaden Capshaw hit. 2 hits for Capshaw, a couple times on base for Bethel, and that's about it for the Warriors. Great outing of pitching by Caden Ridings, replaced by Nolan Bethel to keep his pitch count down. All in all, a great effort by both teams. Warriors advance, Blue Devils pack them up. But a lot of work to be done before we can call ourselves champions. Survive and advance, the theme of the day, and that's what they do. From Meigs County, Scott McIntosh signing off for RedskinRadio.com. Warriors win, Warriors win, Warriors win.